This tutorial is all about what to do with your Nightingale fabrics once you have cut each of your fabrics. So you should have piles of pieces like this. So for each fabric that I cut, I have all of my pieces stacked in a pile. And so what you're going to do is lay each of them out. So once you have all of your piles laid out, it is time to mix everything up. So take a look at your pattern. Note that there are 3 groups. So you'll mix everything up according to those groups. I like to start with group B. So I will go through and mix up all of my group B's, and then I'll go through and mix up all of my group C's. So each of these piles represents one block, and each block has a group A, a group B, and a group C. So let's mix up our group B pieces. So I'll start with one piece and I will figure out where I want it to go. And then I'll replace this one, and then I'll figure out where I want this group to go. So I'm looking at a few things when I do this. I'm looking at the color, the value, the texture, and the scale. So I want to have an even mix of all of these features, because if I put this fabric with this fabric, then it'll kind of really blend in and I won't really be able to see the distinct parts of my block. So I want each of my block to have a balance to it. So if I'm trying to find a place for this fabric to go, I might look at a lighter color. I don't want to put it with something that sort of has a solid appearance. I might go with a print just to balance out the fact that this is a solid. So let's put it here. Okay, so then I'll look for a spot for these pieces. And so you'll continue to do that for all of your group B pieces. So once you have all of your group B pieces mixed up, then it's time to mix up our group C pieces. So the same concept applies. I want to try to get an even mixture of the colors, the values, the textures, and solids versus prints. So take your time with this. Really make sure that you like how it looks, because this will kind of determine what your blocks are going to look like. So you want to make sure that you like all of the combinations. So here I have a dark, a medium, and a light. So now I will look for a place for this one. So keep doing this until all of your group C pieces are mixed up. Once you're done mixing everything up, spend some time making sure that you like all of the final arrangements. So look at each individual block, make sure that you like each of those fabrics together. And then once you're done, you are ready to sew all of your blocks together.